these simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. Last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a Classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game. For Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is littered with game changers on both sidelines. Both Auburn and Alabama have the guys that can break this game wide open. So we're going to see a great one here.
Plows through the defense.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll send the back in motion. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. High the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for once?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the optional.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop on his defense to get the football back. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown time! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in, it's Coleman. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Pulls and fires complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking for space. It's Cobb. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Escapes the... and he's going to go down at the 1. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Knight. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give on the inside. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Hard running there. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. On the ground, it's Cobb. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
I wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute, and the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very... Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Knight. They're setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiples. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Rush is on him. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Horton. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Horton. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in, let's see if they try it again. Got a man, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bernard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Horton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Miller with the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waived off, and the points go on the board. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Back to pass. It's Knight. It's complete on the right side. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The latest edition of this in-state passing